keeps opening and opening to the pleasure of awakening our sensations. Welcome to Alithi, where the truth of being unfolds. My name is Daphne, and this is Kumandra. He decided to join us today. And I will be teaching you today a meditation, dance meditation practice that it's called Shiva Shakti. And this practice originates 6,000 years ago from the temples of India, from the tantric tradition. And there is a beautiful story that goes with it. However, I will not share this story with you right here today. Maybe I'll share it another time in another video. And I received this practice from Elizabeth Serra, who is one of the carriers of this lineage. So this practice is beautiful for so many things. It supports us to bridge. It's called Shiva Shakti, the masculine and feminine energies. It's about the marriage of the two. It's about learning to build connections with ourselves, with our body, with the phenomena that is taking place there, which is more the feminine aspect, and at the same time to strengthen our relationship with our core, with our uprightness, our vision, all the masculine qualities. So it's about experiencing the dance of those two energies that we are made of, in an embodied way. So that has so many benefits in our life. It teaches us very much about learning to conduct the energy, so we are not carried away and getting lost in the phenomena, the endless chaos and phenomena of the feminine. And at the same time, we don't become too rigid. So it's like an embodied experience of understanding this, how these two energies blend, and it improves our relationships. It creates better flow in our life, no matter what we do. It gives us a lot more satisfaction because we are in better relationship with our body, and most of all, we deepen and develop our sensuality, our pleasure, our capacity to just enjoy life, whether you are in the supermarket or having a difficult conversation with someone, because it's all information in the body that when you learn to relate to it, everything becomes more pleasurable and fluid. So this is my brief introduction. In order to practice this, I recommend for the beginning to be in a quiet, private space with a good floor, to have your own mat or somewhere where you feel comfortable to lie down. I always like to have a candle and maybe some incense. It's none of it, the candle and the incense is not necessary, but it adds to the space and creates atmosphere. It sets the scene that now you're doing something beautiful for yourself. And maybe at the end we will be lying down, so it is good to have, if you feel something to support your head, like a little cushion or a light blanket to cover yourself. So have those things ready. And now let's go to introduce the structure. So it's not a dance with steps, or there is no one way of doing this. This is very much emerging. It's a practice that is emerging. It's a very deeply personal job that emerges from each person's who they are, their experience, how they perceive the relationship that they have with their body. So it's very personal. However, there is a very simple structure that is the container. And from there, everyone is free to explore. So I will be sharing this structure with you today. And then after this, I will be offering a meditation, the actual meditation practice that you can practice with me. So for this segment, you just watch. You don't need to do anything. It's important that you watch everything that I demonstrate. And then after this, you will close your eyes and we will go into a beautiful meditation together. So at the beginning, we start with our feet just a bit wider than the hips or hip wide apart. You have to see where your body feels well balanced, meaning it's effortless for you to stand. And that is different for different people. So you can just practice and see where it's comfortable for you, where it feels natural. And we are spreading our toes and opening the soles of our feet to the ground. And we are enjoying this space, the opening between the toes, the spaces in between. And we have this awareness that, oh, now we're making contact with the earth. No matter where we are opening to the fact that there is a being, the earth being underneath us with its gravity, and we are opening consciously our feet to Mother Earth. And then from there, we start connecting with our breath. So this is the reference point, the breath. So we breathe in through the nose, and we allow the breath to travel all the way down naturally. It's not effort. We are not manipulating. We are not directing. We are not trying to change anything. Just allowing the breath to do its thing, to travel all the way down. And then the exhalation, it's like we are blowing through a straw. And as we exhale, there is a softening. There is, like we feel our front line is sinking in naturally. And it's arriving at the natural support of our core, of our structure. So this is the time to connect with the bones and the fact that we have our natural structure, our bones that are holding us up. Naturally, we don't need to make effort. So we connect with that image and we surrender to this image. We allow it to support us to realign our body. So from here, always having the attention to the breath. It's a bit hard for me to fully demonstrate it because I'm thinking and I'm explaining at the same time. But this is the reference point. And from here, we gently rock our weight to the balls of the feet and to the heels, just very gently until we find the natural balancing point. So the weight is not on the front or the back, it's not on the heel, it's not on the ball of the foot, is naturally spread and evenly spread throughout the soles of the feet. And I can feel that by doing this, there is a natural readjustment that is taking place in my body. And from here, always connected to the breath, we start bending the knees one at a time. So we bend the right knee and we allow, always keeping our connection to our spine, to our core. We bend the knee and we allow our weight to drop to one side. And as we push the knee back, the other knee starts bending and we drop the weight to the other side. So we always, it's like imagining like a pole. So this happens naturally. Actually, I need to spread my feet a little bit more. And this happens naturally, but I'm staying in my body, in my axis, as the weight naturally drops from one side to the other. And always keeping the attention to the breath, breathing in, allowing the expansion to take place naturally, feeling the breath spreading in my chest, all directions, opening my body and exhaling, dying, releasing, surrendering to gravity every time. So I'm here and there is a nice flow. Yes. And from here, we connect with our pelvic floor, and it's like the hips are being seduced by the movement that is already here in the body. So I tune into my hips and I allow them to start following the movement, like how and where do my hips want to move? Where does it feel good? And it's like I'm imagining my pelvis as a bowl that has water in it. So I'm connecting with this, like, oh, there is water here, and I'm following the movement of the water within my hips. And as I bend the knee, the weight drops naturally. I'm still connected to my spine, my bones. They're here to hold me. So I'm not leaving my body, but I'm expanding in my movement. And from here, I allow my spine to start, it's almost like an uncoiling, feeling like a snake uncoiling itself from the perineum, from the bottom, as if it's like the basket, the cobra basket. And we feel like the cobra uncoiling vertebra by vertebra, all the way up, slowly, vertebra by vertebra. And when it reaches the uncoiling up here on the chest area, I will allow my arms to join the uncoiling. So I will naturally allow my hands to rise, and I'm following the uncoiling from from my feet, all the way up through the perineum and vertebra by vertebra, all the way up. And the fingers are very important. Look at the difference. If I keep my fingers passive, or when I become aware of my fingers and I activate them. I don't want to give away too much information, but there is a sense of authority in the fingers. This is why we have like all the mudras, and they communicate something. It's each mudra it has a specific intention. It's creative energy. So we're not doing specific things here, but we are becoming aware of the fingers and the hands and the power of the creativity that is there, the potential. So we engage with it. So it's kind of emerging. We are not trying to create something. It's just emerging, and we are just naturally expanding our awareness to the very different places in the body. So now my head is free to also join the uncoiling. So I really don't know where my head wants to move. I'm just following the uncoiling up the chest and all the way up through the back of the neck, all the way up to the top of the head. So I really don't know where my head wants to go. Coming back to the breath again and again, it's the reference point. And of course, from here, there is so many places to go as we become more and more aware of the body, the pores of the skin, the contact with the air, the wider environment. So there is a lot of deepening we can do, but this is the main structure of this practice, and this is all you need to know in order to start practicing. And then with the slight guidance and the right setting and maybe music, you can start deepening your practice. So you can join me next for a very short introductory meditation to see how you get on. And I would love to know, if you do it, how your experience was. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to comment below. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I am very happy that you are here with me. This is Alithi, where the truth of being unfolds. And I am Daphne. And I'm very happy to have you here. I assume that you have all watched the introduction to this meditation dance practice that I am about to share with you. So I encourage you to practice it with me. Yet it's necessary that you have watched the introductory bit before, if you do want to follow me. And today, the inspiration that will inform today's practice is the element of water. And that's why we are here by the river, and we will let the flow of the water be with us and inspire my transmission to you. Water is very important because it's an element that we have it in our body, like all the other elements of air, fire, and earth. And water, we are 70% water, and we need to move our water. Our waters can get stagnated when we are not opening fully to the sensations, to the body, to the phenomena, to whatever arises in the body. We get stagnated, and then life loses its flow, because flow is generated from within first. So I hope that you will join me here and you will find this helpful. So let's go and move our waters together. So just to say that I hope that you are in a private space with comfortable clothing. Even better if the clothing feels sensual, so it's soft and airy and you can feel free and sensual in your body. And it's good that you are private. You may want to light a candle. Although I am outside, I do not recommend this for you as a beginner, because it's important for the feet to feel safe and soft on the ground and able to move. I brought myself here and gave myself this extra challenge because I wanted the meditation to be infused by nature. Yet as a beginner, I recommend that you practice in your own space. And we will infuse the nature element to your space by me being here. So let's start. So we close our eyes and open our feet really wide. And open the toes and feel the space within the toes. Enjoy the opening of the toes and enjoy feeling the sole of the foot expanding, and allow the ground underneath you to massage the sole of the foot. And you can even imagine that you are on a pebble beach and you have pebbles underneath, and they are massaging your feet, they are opening the sole of the foot. And from here, we are going to connect with the breath. So breathing in through the nose and allowing the breath to travel naturally all the way down. We are not forcing, we are not applying any techniques. We are just connecting with the natural flow and pathway of the breath. So imagine as you inhale, the breath traveling all the way down to the perineum, and exhaling softly through the mouth, like you are softly blowing through a straw or a tube. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and as we exhale, we allow our front line to soften and sink in and find the natural support of the spine. And from here, with our eyes closed, as we keep taking breaths in, inhaling through the nose, allowing the breath to expand into the body, into the chest, in all directions, enjoying that expansion that is taking place in the body as we're breathing in, and exhaling through the mouth. And this is our reference point. We will keep coming back here. So from this place, we're going to connect with our structure, with our bones, and we will imagine that we are effortlessly allowing our structure to hold us up straight, effortlessly. Feeling our core muscles able to hold us, to support us, so the rest of the body can be nicely relaxed and surrendered to the gravity. So from here, we are going to imagine roots growing from the bottom of our feet, from the center of the sole, all the way down, down, down to the center of the earth. Inhaling, expanding, exhaling, softening our front line, coming back to the support of the spine, and imagining the roots growing deep, deep, deep down to the earth, feeling that connection with the earth, feeling that sense of belonging and safety that the trees have. And from here, we will start bending one knee at a time, as I was demonstrating in the introductory session. So always connected to the breath, inhaling, exhaling, and we will find a natural flow, moving from side to side, allowing our weight to drop as the knee bends softly. And we're gonna imagine that our pelvis is like a bucket full of water. And we will connect with that water, and we will connect with the movement of the water inside the bucket. It's like as we are dropping the weight from side to side, imagine there is a movement of the water inside, and the hips are being seduced by the movement that is there. And now we will begin to follow this unfolding, natural unfolding of the hips. Always connecting with the breath, always coming back here as our reference point, finding the flow. And from here, we will start allowing our spine to unfold, uncoil, vertebra by vertebra. And our feet are free to rotate on the ground, just to allow the movement of the hips to travel in the way that it wants to travel. So as you are breathing in and out, there is a deep listening that begins to take place. As we drop our attention down to our feet, to our knees, to our pelvis, to our perineum, and we will allow our spine to naturally start uncoiling vertebra by vertebra. And when the uncoiling naturally reaches the chest area, we will allow our arms to join in the uncoiling. So our movement is expanding all the way from our feet, moving up through our pelvis and through our spine like a snake uncoiling from the basket, all the way up and out to the arms and hands and fingers and fingertips. And as the uncoiling keeps rising, we will allow our neck to follow the uncoiling all the way to the top of our head, all the way up. Coming back to the breath again and again as the uncoiling is taking place, inhaling through the nose, allowing the expansion and the pleasure of the expansion to be felt all the way down, down, down to our perineum, to our thighs and calves and feet and toes, and all the way down to the core of the earth. And from there, through our spine, through the uncoiling, imagining from the top of our head an axis extending all the way up to somewhere up there in the galaxy, where is our natural healing place. So imagine your energy through the core, through your spine, forming a natural axis that extends all the way up, until you reach a place that feels like home. And it's not an earthy home, it's a sky home. And we are here bridging earth and sky. through our uncoiling, connecting with the palms of the hands and the fingers and fingertips. They remain active. And we imagine a soft breeze surrounding us, feeling our hair, naturally stroking our face, opening the pores of the skin to the breeze, feeling the particles of the air that surround us. And allow these particles of the air to penetrate through the pores of the skin, all the way in. Breathing out, surrendering to gravity, dropping deeper down into the body. Connecting with the perineum. And connecting with our inner water. So from here, I invite you to connect with your blood and with the water that is running, this blood water running through your veins. And sense that fluidity that you have inside. And once you sense it, allow it to inform your uncoiling, to inform your movement, knowing that your structure, your bones are there to support you, to stay upright, yet opening one breath at a time. To the fluidity of the water, of the blood. One breath at a time, no forcing. And with each out breath, we soften our front line. We arrive again and again to the holding of our spine, softening with each out breath, softening a little bit more deeply, surrendering to gravity. And with this, with the next in-breath, maybe there is a little bit more expansion somewhere in the body, a place in us that is relieved, that is receiving our presence. It's like, hello, I'm here. Not forcing, not demanding, not fixing anything. Just the simplicity of the presence, of the breath, moving in places that we forget to breathe into during the day. And we keep opening and opening to the pleasure of awakening our sensations without demand, without expectation. And if you start noticing that there is some contraction in the body, that is absolutely normal. So with the out-breath, soften any expectation that may arise to fix and gently bring your attention to a place in the body that there is flow, and allow your attention to follow that flow. Keep connecting to the element of water. Inhaling, opening, enjoying the expansion, exhaling, softening. And from here, I will invite you to imagine a place in nature, somewhere where there is water. Allow your own personal guidance to take you to the place that feels right for you right now. It could be a river, it could be a lake, it could be a spring somewhere in a cave or outside, it could be the sea, it could be a waterfall. Just anywhere, just allow yourself to travel and find that place. And imagine being there. And sense, what does it feel like? What kind of ground is there underneath your feet? What kind of life? Are there rocks? Are there trees? Birds? Jungle? What is it? What is happening around you? And open your senses to invite all the smells, the sound, and allow them to travel through you, to be absorbed by each and every cell of the body, and receive them as nourishment. Each sound, each smell, each sensation is medicine for you. It's good medicine for you. So open and receive it. And maybe notice how it's traveling with you. Maybe there is an expansion that you're noticing, you're receiving those gifts from your environment. And from here, connecting with your belly. And if you have a womb, I invite you to connect with that space, your womb space. And if you are a man, with that space underneath your belly button. And from here, allow a question to arise. Maybe there is a question. Or if not, maybe you open to receive any guidance that is present right now, if you don't have a specific question. And trust what is coming, even if you don't understand it. And I will invite you to turn towards the water element and offer that question to the water, or allow the water to offer you a guidance that is the most present, suitable guidance for you right now. Keep connecting to your underbelly and the feet and the pores of your skin, embracing everything inside and outside and opening to the guidance of the water. And when you're ready, when you feel that you have received this guidance, you will allow yourself to melt on a comfortable place on the floor where you are, keeping your eyes closed. The way I like to do it is that you bend your knees, keeping the back of the head and the neck very soft all the way. And as you're bending your knees, you are naturally allowing your body to find the ground. And the head will drop last to the ground, keeping it soft. And once you're on the ground, you will lie down with your back on the ground. And you may want to place one hand on your heart space and the other hand on your womb space or belly space. Or you may want to keep your hands open. Always being in contact with the breath, breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And take a few moments here to receive yourself in this place. Appreciating the small journey that you took with yourself, welcoming a little bit more of yourself. Giving attention to expanding your experience, connecting with your body. And when you feel ready, you will bend your knees slightly towards the chest, and you will allow your knees to drop to one side, left or right. So you're coming gently to lie down on your side, following the movement of the knees dropping to one side, and then your body will naturally start turning. And you take a few breaths here, allow your body to settle in this new place. And from here, when you're ready, you will place the hand, the palm of the hand that is facing the ceiling. on the floor, and you will gently push against the floor, and your shoulder that is facing the ceiling will start coming up first. Gently, you will keep your head heavy and use the other hand to support you as you're rising from the floor, shoulders first, until you naturally come to a seated position, and the head will come up last. And find a seated position that is suitable for you, and start opening your eyes very gently, keeping your eyelids heavy. So open your eyes gently, taking in the information from the environment. Maybe you are seeing your room in a very different way, keeping your gaze receptive as you raise your gaze. And maybe you want to face your candle, if you have a candle, and look at the flame for a bit. Connect with yourself, welcome yourself. And from here, you're ready to carry on with your day, taking with you the softness that you've experienced and taking it with you throughout your day. And if this is the last thing you're doing, just go to sleep and try to move slowly towards your bed so that you sustain this surrendered, relaxed, open state. Well, thank you very much for being here with me. And if you want to see more of this, there is a link below. You can visit our website, and there are more resources there and more journeys with the different elements. Thank you.